Morning. This is Katie Carney, and this is Katie Carney Stitching, and it is the 7th of July, and this is my floss tube number 106. I hope that you are all well and had a wonderful 4th of July. I went to Mass and came home and made a nice lunch for my grandmother and I. We watched 1776 and the fireworks from television. And that was my day. I got a lot of stitching done. It was hot here. I didn't really want to do anything, so I didn't. And then I worked for about an hour Friday, but we have a 4-day weekend with the Alzheimer's Association. So then I promptly took the rest of the day off, went to Mass and lunch. And what did I do yesterday? Oh, Friday. It's very hot here again. It did cool off briefly, but now we're back into the 90s. The humidity is at 86%. Your girl does not deal well with humidity. I am a very unpleasant person in this kind of weather. And Friday, I took my grandmother furniture shopping, and I got so sick from the heat that I had to come home and lay down in front of the air conditioning. So that was exciting. I haven't gotten sick from the heat in a while, but ooh, was I sick. And then yesterday, which was Saturday, we went out and actually got the furniture, and it'll be here in 6 to 8 weeks. And oh lordy, furniture is expensive. Everything's expensive. So we got that. I'll have a new stitchy spot downstairs soon. I think I might have to ask Steph to make me one of those like things that you put over the cushion, like the end of your couch, to put like your orts in and your needle and stuff, because currently I just stick my needle into the couch, and my grandmother's like, I hope you don't think you're going to continue doing that. So I need one of those little caddies for the arm of the couch. Definitely. But it's exciting to get new furniture. We need it. Our furniture's not broken. It's just not as comfortable as it could be, so it was time. And then Fra and I went out for lunch, and I had a nice Saturday, and now I should be leaving for Mass in 20 minutes, but my church is not air conditioned, and I had planned to go. I actually have a little battery-operated fan that I take with me in the summer, but it's just so hot that I think I'm going to go tonight to another church that's air conditioned at 7 p.m. Just because I cannot. I'm just not doing. I am not my best. But I did go to the cardiologist last week, and everything looks good. Thank God. You know, they want me to lose weight, so story of my life. I was looking back at some of my earlier videos, and you don't notice. I mean, I know I've gained weight, but like you look, and I'm like, wow, girl, double chin here. But anyway, what can you do? So, I don't think you care about how much weight I've gained. Maybe you do. I don't know. But I have a lot to show you today. I have 2 FFOs, one of which is a surprise. So, last 2 weeks ago when I filmed, I showed you the piece for my brother, the St. Patrick's breastplate piece, and I wanted to get it done. I worked on that exclusively, and I finished it last Saturday morning, went upstairs, ironed it, and drove myself to Hobby Lobby to get it framed. And I actually brought another piece with me to Hobby Lobby that I'll show you that's been finished for a while. But anyway, here is my brother's finished piece. So he picked the frame. I would not have gone with the black, but he really liked the black. It was on clearance. So the frame was $8. The glass was $15. The lacing was $15, and I think the mat was $8. So all total, his framing was $47 or $48. The piece itself is a 25 count Lugana 1/1 with DMC for the brown, and then the green is Classic Colorworks Mistletoe. The gold is Finley Gold, and the inside of the cross, the Celtic knots, are Hazelnut, also by Classic Colorworks. The pattern I just got online. My brother actually found it from like a weird not weird, but a homeschooling website that I didn't know if it was going to be legit, and it was. I'm sorry you can see me in the frame. There we go. The mat is a linen mat that matches the mistletoe color, and I love it. I think it looks great. It's an 8x10 frame. It was a very small piece. The girl who framed it is a stitcher. She did a great job. The back looks great. My brother is actually arriving Tuesday. He'll be here. I'm so excited. My brother and my sister-in-law are coming. They'll be here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and they leave Friday for a wedding. And then they'll be back Saturday evening, and they fly out Sunday. And I guess they're using my dad's car, which I did not know. So, hoping that will fit into his suitcase or carry-on. It would fit, if he brings a backpack, it would fit in the laptop compartment of a backpack really well. And then it would be protected, but we'll see. He wanted glass, so it'll be, the stitching itself will be protected, but then there's the chance of the glass breaking, so we'll see. So that was my first FFO, but then while I was at Hobby Lobby, I was like, well, I'm going. Maybe I should take something of mine, and I did. And now that it's framed, I don't know what to do with it. But Celtic Autumn is framed. Oh, she looks great. I wish that you could see her without seeing me too, but there we go. So the frame was $28, but they give it to you for 50% off. And there's no mat, so this cost me $28 to have framed because it was $15 for the lacing, or $14, and $14 for the frame. And she's beautiful. The frame is, I think, 11 by 16 maybe. I was going through all of their frames and I couldn't decide. I didn't want to go bigger than this. I didn't want to have to mat it, but I also didn't want to spend the money on a custom frame. So when the girl working there was like, oh, I think we have this size, I was pretty excited. So she did a great job framing it. But the issue is I really do not know where I'm going to put it. I got it home and I was like, where are you going to go? It's funny, I have always wanted to do all of them, but I've never had often I'll have a clue where I'm going to put something, and that I really don't. So, if you have any ideas, let me know. The problem is my house is not that big. The ceilings are very short, like I can rest my hand on the ceiling. I'm 5'10", so our ceilings are probably 7 foot on the second floor, and I think they're 8 on the first, because I can't rest my whole palm on the ceiling downstairs, but I can touch it. And then downstairs, we got the living room re-plastered and painted during COVID, so other than Jesus, which is hanging from the ceiling, we don't hang anything in the living room. And then the puzzle is hanging in the parlor, and that's an entire wall because it's huge. So it's got to go up here. But Lady of the Flag's in my bedroom. Consider the Lilies is in the spare room above the bed. That coloring could probably go in the spare room. I just have to think of where in the spare room. That's not a bad idea, because I think the colors are similar enough to consider the lilies that they would look okay together. And the furniture in there is this awful green that I hate, but I think it would work. Anyway, something to think about. This is a problem with my love of big pieces, though. And then here, there's a wall here that I could take a couple things down and put it up. But this room is pink and gray, and she's autumnal colors, so that doesn't really work. Anyway, that's a future Katie problem. I also have a finish. So as I told you, I didn't start the June monthly Quaker because I was working on my brother's piece. So on the 1st of July, I started it and I finished it yesterday. So it only took 6 days. This is June. It's really pretty. I really like the colors. This is Finley Gold again. It's the called for yellow, but there was a DMC conversion, and I think that was DMC 722, which again is garish, because that was also what was called for my brother's piece, and I pulled it out, and I was like, no, this is a lovely yellow gold. It's not in your face. It's just like corn on the cob colored, I guess. And 722 is like an orangey yellow gold. Ugh. Anyway, I'm glad I had the fancy floss for this. So there's that. She's beautiful. And then tonight, while I watch the news with Fra, I have pulled the colors, the DMC, and I will start my July Quaker. So I will catch back up. And the colors for this one are, for DMC, are 3777. This is supposed to be Cherry Cobbler, which I don't have. DMC 931, which I think I've used this already for a piece in this thing. And DMC 3750. So I love my Americana colors. Love them. Happy 4th of July, by the way. So there's that. That will be my new start tonight. And then yesterday, Jen and I had a little video chat, and the project I was working on was way too complicated for that. So I pulled out Prayer of St. Francis, which I really need to work on because it's for my grandmother. This is by my monthly Quakers are on 18 count oatmeal Ada from Michael's, and it is like cardboard, but it looks great. Anyway, this is my Big Toe Designs Prayer of St. Francis. I realize you can't really see the pattern. That's the one that came with the pattern. So I'm doing this on a 32 count Winter Wishes by Hand Dyed by Stephanie. And I am using DMC 154, so I am changing mine to only one color. And I've been working on this for several years, like most of my projects. And here she is. Oh, I love her. I love the DMC 154 on this fabric. So what I worked on most recently, hold please. All right. So I picked up here with Let Me Bring Joy, and then I did this right here. And so this is supposed to be this giant section, and I'm cutting that out. So I'm going to do this all the way across, and then I'll do a single strip of stitches across, and then I'll pick back up with Oh Master, let me not seek as much to be consoled. I love that part. I love this song. It's so beautiful. But I'm not going to sing for you because you don't want that. Maybe you do. I don't know. It's they often sing it at like kind of sad masses, and I love it so much, so you really only sing it once in a while, because you don't sing that on a random Sunday. But that's okay. All right. Well, what else have I worked on? So it's July, so I decided to do Christmas in July, and I pulled out Christmas Spirit by Lavender and Lace. I've been working on this. This is my oldest whip. And my goal is to get this done by the end of the year. It's not looking great, but here we are. I am on the beard, and that it's very confetti-y. There's only like 4 or 5 colors, but whew. So I put a couple hours in on this. I am using a 32 count natural beige linen, and the called for DMC. So here's all of it. And then I have been specifically working on the beard here. So I would like to, I'm going to start up here and work my way back up. There's more darker colors in his hair here than just the white beard. So I'm going to work my way back up. And then my goal before the end of the month is to at least start the red jacket. And this and Froz should be my focus for the rest of the year. But we shall see. Because you know who I am as a person? I am not someone who's great at just focusing, apparently. Because I want to start new things, and I want to work on everything, and that's why nothing gets done. Okay, so those are my whips. And then I do have a little bit of haul. So when I went to Hobby Lobby, of course, I walked around the store. And I don't know if they're getting rid of even more cross-stitch stuff or if it was just time to move it around, but I picked up a couple things on clearance. This is But First Coffee, and you can see that it was $3.50. And then this was $4.50. I thought it was really cute. Fabric is already on the hoop, so you stitch it directly in the hoop. And then they also had this adorable scarecrow, and he was $4.99. He was more expensive. And then they had the double pouch that I had stitched with my initial on it. They had them on clearance for $2.74. I, of course, paid full price. So I got the last two that they had. And they'll go in stash for when I need a gift. And then the only other piece of haul I have is I joined Bestitch Me's Fabric of the Month with the 25 count Lugana, and I did the 18 by 27 piece, and I did the the natural, not the crazy colors. And this is Mocha. It is very, very pretty. Sorry about the crinkling, but I don't want to take it out of the package because I'll never get it back in. So that's all. Very short video today. I guess I could still go to mass if I changed my pants really fast. Maybe I should. These are the decisions I have to make. Anyway, I hope that you're all well and staying cool and staying stress-free. Please know that you're in my thoughts and that I'm grateful for your comments on the likes and reaching out to me. I'm still trying to get my feet under me at work. I think that's going to just take some time. I'm trying to stay positive about my personal life and just life in general. So keep me in your good thoughts, my friends, please. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Know that I'm thinking of you, and I will see you soon. Bye!